Canadians who take the law into their own hands now have the government's backing. A new law allowing for citizens' arrests came into effect today. Shop owners victimized by crime applaud the bill. But as Mike Drolet reports, there's still a fine line between an arrest and an assault.
When thieves tried to rip off a convenience store in Vancouver, ordinary citizens took matters into their own hands. Scenes like this have become all too common, but until now the rights of store owners to defend their property has been vague.
The laws in this particular area were very much out of date. The self-defense laws go back to about 1840, and so it was time that we had a very careful look at it.
As of today, the Citizens Arrest and Self-Defense Act is in effect, whereas before a citizen's arrest was only legal if the suspect was caught red-handed. Now the arrest can be made a reasonable amount of time after the act.
David, thank you very much. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you.
It was that gray area that David Chen found himself embroiled in 4 years ago. Fed up with being the victim of shoplifting, Chen chased down a repeat offender, and while waiting for police to arrive, he tied him up. However, it was Chen who was arrested and charged with assault and forcible confinement. He was eventually acquitted.
We don't encourage retailers to take the law into their own hands at all. Unfortunately, this happens so regularly that they have to do something. It's death by 1,000 pinpricks.
Critics suggest the so-called Lucky Moose bill is the start of a slippery slope. We've seen bats and screwdrivers. Are guns next?
It's not a carte blanche. I think that is important for people to recognize, because if they do something erroneous, if there is some violence, they certainly could be liable for misusing that power.
David Chen does what he can to protect his store. He spent $30,000 on a surveillance system, and he keeps pictures of known shoplifters on the wall. His notoriety as the poster boy for vigilantism has also served him well. Whereas before he used to catch thieves every couple of days, now it's every couple of weeks. And as of today, he says if he needs to make a citizen's arrest, he finally has the law on his side.
Of course, I get this now.
Mike Drolet, Global News, Toronto.